Testing. Okay, what's up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. So yesterday was a UK bank holiday, so obviously no stream yesterday. Friday I was off, and today we are back in business. So let's just do a quick recap of what's been going on. Gold has obviously been in this range now basically for the last 2 weeks, ranging between about 2010 and 1975, we could call it. So overall, very tough. But yesterday's candle has given really nice clear direction. We've also just closed below that support there. If you were to draw your support up on the candle bodies, we essentially had a support right here around 1983, and we've closed below. So just also looking at that candle yesterday, you had quite a strong move to the upside pre-New York open, and then we had some good data for the dollar later on in the session, and we pushed all the way back down, closed bearish. So that's really given us some nice clear direction there, although still in the range. So that's an issue. We do want to get out of this range, and we will eventually, hopefully with all the news this week, we should see a breakout of this range. And when we do, you've got really nice clean traffic down to like 1950. If you break above, you got clean traffic back up to about 2050. Now, I understand that this is a big range. This is a 300 pip range. And as day traders, if you're scalping, of course you can take advantage of trades within this range. But what we need to understand is why price is ranging. There's indecision in the market. There's a lack of direction. There's no clear trend right now. And that's all based off what's going on fundamentally. Right now, there's nothing really hard hitting enough to break us out of this range. And the thing is, I understand that a lot of us just look at technical analysis, but at the end of the day, technical analysis is not what is driving price. What is driving price is what's going on fundamentally. Whether that be news, macroeconomics, market psychology, events being priced in. There's so much that goes into it. And like I say, right now, there's just not a whole lot going on. Obviously, leading up to the big news tomorrow and later this week. So when we have that kind of situation and we see this choppy price action, it becomes very tough. And I believe that taking trades in a range like this do become lower probability. That's one thing we need to just be aware of. Last week, I took 3 trades here in London session, and they were all losses. That was the first time. I actually don't remember taking 3 losses in a row. It's at least the first time this year that I've taken even 2 losses in a row. So, very tough week last week. In New York session, we only took 1 trade, and that was about it. So pretty tough week last week. I know that we did have some nice clean moves, but overall, just very sporadic price action. Even yesterday, I mean, we moved into this demand zone around 1977, but this move to the upside was really impulsive. Like 300 pips just out of nowhere. And then, that news came out and we just dropped. So overall, looking to actually continue looking for these sells based off what I've seen here yesterday. This move to the upside It's almost just like a price grab, setting up for the new month, the new week, for us to continue on moving down. Now, like I say, unless we're actually breaking out of this range, it's pretty tough. But looking at the lower time frames, we've got some range to play here. Not a whole lot, but we do have these minor areas of clean traffic that we could take advantage of as like vantage points. Looking at what's going on the higher time frames, like I say, the daily is quite clear here that, you know, the daily looks nice and bearish. 4 hour, we're about to close here in a minute or so, and on the 4 hour, essentially looks like we'll close bearish as well. So you could say that this is a resistance on the 4 hour. So we had this strong downside move. You've just been consolidating, obviously, through Asian session, time of low volume. And if that higher time frame momentum continues, I would anticipate the next 4 hour to come down into this next level of support. Now, I don't know if we'll get volume today. There's FOMC tomorrow. And you know, when we have this big news coming up, sometimes we just don't get that volume. But I really like what I'm seeing in terms of these pre-London trades. When your 4 hour is closing, giving clear direction, and your lower time frame is consolidating, that's when I find that these impulse entries are really doing a great job. So if we close nice and bearish there on the 4 hour, got a strong rejection to the upside, previous 4 hour was bearish as well, then once we start to break some lows here, once we start to break out of this consolidation, I believe that we could see some nice volume potentially. Just touching on GJ actually looks pretty good here. Overall, extremely bullish. Bank of Japan interest rate decision came out as expected. I wasn't expecting such a big move since the news came out as expected. But obviously that dovish Bank of Japan is just leading into further yen weakness, and we can see obviously just GJ did the most on Friday. So we've had a little bit of a pullback yesterday, not as deep as I would have liked. I really wanted pullbacks into like 170, even deeper, possibly 169. And now it looks like we've closed above resistance. So I had these bars planned out this morning, bars above 172, or deeper pullbacks to 171.2. Now GJ, I don't like pre-London trades. I really don't. What I would actually like is if we do hold above this level 172 and possibly come and form a support before London Open. If we're forming a support at London Open here on GJ, and I'll feel extremely confident there to take a trade. But right now, I don't have confidence in this setup, since time and time again, these pre-London trades on GJ have just been tough. Although right now, we've got very clear direction, very nice setup, I would rather just wait from what I've been seeing on GJ. Whereas gold, I find that the volume pre-London is often a lot more reliable. So your 4 hour they actually closed minor bullish, but still not really engulfing the previous bearish candle. Still now strong rejection to 1985 key level. And like I say, overall just consolidating here. So if we are breaking out of this consolidation, coming into this pre-London time, pre-London volume, I could see us starting to move down here.
That's all I have to say.
Oh, what's that?
No, gold is just horrendously ugly, bro, at the moment. So. Like, I mean, obviously you can make an argument for the trade, but if this was like a 15 minutes, this overall higher time frame range, dude, I would be like, okay, cool. Let's just rather leave it there.
I won't lie, I like the sell ideas here. I'm looking to have
No,
sell
not
stops here.
these. Yeah, not these in particular, but I'm just saying that whole range between like
Yeah.
1970 and 2015. Yeah,
Yeah, I know it's been tough. It's been very tough.
like not literally 1969 to 2015. It's just ridiculous.
I wanted to wait for a 15-minute candle close, but from what I'm seeing here, that 15-minute pulled up, closed, no top wick, formed resistance. Seeing that bearish momentum come in. I think once we break these lows, we'll be alright here. So I'm actually going to just have these sell stops in here on the break of these lows. Break of previous 4-hour lows, basically, at 1981.3. And then the stop loss will be above previous hourly highs. I'm actually going to say previous. Above that 4 o'clock candle for about 23 pips at 1983.6. Okay, so guys, I've got a sell stop in here at 1981.3. On my broker, got it about half a pip lower, 1981.25. My stop loss will be at 1983.6. Another thing here, dollar index, we can see is starting to move quite nice and bullish here. We're still actually below this previous resistance level. We've been having an issue below for a while. But here, looking at the daily candle, you know, we are respecting this 101 level very nicely. I've been speaking about this level for a long time. We've been hanging around here for basically the whole of April. And I've been saying if we don't break this area, it's going to be very difficult for gold to continue up if there's no new fear catalysts coming into play. So here we're starting to see demand come back into the dollar, which obviously supports the idea of gold sells as well. Obviously on a higher time frame, I've been looking at these higher time frame pullbacks to like 1995 for a while. Sorry, 1950. Also, if you had a look at last week's newsletter, you would have seen this analysis. So still anticipating those deeper pullbacks. And like I say, based off the daily, that daily candle is also given very nice clear direction here on gold. So I'm not loving that we are in this range still. I'm not loving that we are so close to this level of support. But coming off of that strong downside move yesterday, just looking for a continuation in pre-London. We've got a stronger dollar. No real reason to see fundamentally no new fear catalyst coming in that would bring demand to gold. Only thing that could be an issue here is probably a lack of volume. So obviously anticipating volume to come in on the break of previous 4-hour lows, but we'll just keep an eye on it. Just playing the probabilities. As long as we close bearish here on the 15-minute, I'm quite happy to leave the sell stops in. If we do close bullish, it's kind of, you know, we may see the next candle obviously continue moving up if the 15 closes bullish. Okay, so flipping bullish on the 15-minute. Still got the trade or the sell stop in. The idea here is obviously an impulse entry, so not necessarily waiting for a closure. But I do want to see previous hourly highs being respected at least.
Like a little bit of a deceiving range, eh? Like the stop looks a lot bigger than it actually is.
Yeah, that obviously just shows us how little volume there is right now. So yeah, if I do get involved here on the break of the lows and we're not really seeing that initial push, I will look at managing our position just based off the fact that I understand today we could have low volume. For buyers, I've got marked out here. If we can break above 1984, I just said break and retest, but really what I mean is if we can break and hold above this area, form a support, and actually, you know, if we're forming a support, then we are confirming that bullish structure. But if we're not forming nice bullish structure above 1984 and we just get a closure above, I could even see a fake out in that area. Hence, I don't want to just jump into buys there immediately. TW link, what's that? Can you share gold analysis? I already did it. I already did. GJ. So like I said on GJ here, what I'd like to see is a pullback to 172 and support formed at London Open there for those bars. Obviously, if you did take these pre-London buys here on GJ, they would have worked out so far. But 20 pips, nothing amazing. There's a lot of range to play here, so no rush. That retest would be really ideal for us to then potentially catch a lot more of this range. Okay, gold here, 15-minute candle just closed doji. Not really too concerned about what's going on here. Like I say, I'd only really delete the sell stop if we're breaking above that stop loss area or previous hourly highs. This is an impulse entry idea, so waiting for a closure is not completely necessary. Anyone give answer of questions? Sure. If you ask a question, I'll answer. If not, I will leave the stream. Well, you must be watching the stream on mute. Ask a question.
Oh, goodness. The less I say, the better.
Is that you, Roger?
You know, he's serious because he's typing in capital letters. Eh?
Yes, I'm Roger. Roger, why you got cap locks on, bro? Looks like you're shouting. Dude wants to ask a question, but won't ask a question. Chat is funny.
So how could they not know that Raj is from Pakistan? Eh? Everybody knows that. Eh?
Even the chat here's from Pakistan. I know there's someone other than Roger. Where is everybody from today? Let me know there in the chat, guys. I want to see where you're from. Malta. Lovely. Lithuania. US, Argentina. Guys are up really late, really early. What's the time outside? It's 1:20 in New York. Jeez. Canada, also up very late. When do you guys go to sleep? Singapore, Czech Republic, Antarctica. Sri Lanka. Romania. Hey. Mongolia. She's guys, there's people from everywhere. Sweden. It's always insane, like when I double check where everybody's from. It's like it's always cool to see new people from all over the world. It's really amazing. Thanks for joining, everybody. Great to have you here today. So right here, gold breaking above previous hourly highs. The idea behind the sell stops on the break of previous 4-hour lows is that we generally tend to see a little bit of volume come in pre-London. So with that previous 4-hour showing nice signs of rejection to 1985, obviously been a bit stronger here on the dollar. Yesterday's candle closing nice and bearish on gold. I was anticipating the volume to come in to the downside if we broke these lows, breaking out of this consolidation. But we can see that there is a little bit of volume coming in here, just not the right way. So we could still come back down and break these lows and see that move. But this is not really what I was wanting to see. So essentially, I could be wrong here. But at least, you know, using these buy stops, sell stops is one of the benefits of them is that you don't necessarily get into the position before you know that you're wrong. So I know now, okay, I'm wrong, but I'm not in the position. So my sell stops are deleted here. Obviously that volume not coming in the direction I wanted to see, but we are seeing a little bit of volume come in. Like I say, just not the right way. So we'll see how this 30-minute candle closes. The 7 minutes, I mean, if it comes back, flips bearish, I'll look at the same sell stop ideas, but I mean, let's be real, that's not looking ideal. GJ looks really good to continue on. I think these are basically just, this is the highest GJ has been since when? 2015, 2016. It's crazy. When GJ moves, it moves, eh? It doesn't wait for anybody. But it also gives extremely deep pullbacks. So we'll see if we get one of those deeper pullbacks. And then, you know, we've got, like I said, we've got plenty of range moving up here on GJ. Botswana, it's my neighbor. Morning, Mr. Swales. What's up? What's up, Ta? Hey, Roger. I'm good. Thanks, bro.
Still in all caps.
Roger, I have a question. Is gold bullish or bearish? Oh, shit. Thank you, my man. I got it from you. Roger, please answer. Ah, shit. That's funny. I wonder if he even knows Roger Banks. He's on the Zoom. What's up, guys? Sorry, the YouTube chat is just funny today. So yeah, on DXY, I think breaks above 102.2 is going to be crucial for gold to be breaking and holding below the 1970s here and see further downside. breaking above that level 102.2 will just give us confirmations there that, you know, the sentiment on dollar is pretty bullish. Right now, we're just holding this 101 level. We can see that this is a very nice demand zone. But we actually want to see that bullish momentum truly kicking in here, starting to break some of the structure. Breaks above 103 would be even better and really confirm that bullish sentiment coming back in on the dollar. Like I say, if there's no new fear catalysts, gold could then easily see further pullbacks here on the higher time frame, coming down to levels like 1950, even lower, 1960, 1950, 1936, maybe even 1910. Pretty bad drawing, but higher time frame, you know, we could easily see something like this. So like I say, pullbacks into some previous key areas, maybe like 1920. And then when we get to those areas, we'll see what's happening. Obviously, there's still a lot going on in the world. There was just another bank collapse the other day. Clearly not holding as much weight as Credit Suisse and Silicon Valley Bank, but there are still these recession scares. And as the Fed continues to hike rates, obviously that does pose risks to the economy. Hence, we are seeing more demand in gold. But through this period where there's nothing really new coming into the market, if we're seeing that stronger dollar, then we could get these pullbacks. Like I say, when we move into some key areas here, closer to 1990, then we can have a look and see if that demand is coming back into gold and possibly ride the trend back up to 2050. So for now, we're just consolidating. Obviously, if we break out to the bottom of this consolidation, like I say, then we'll be looking for that downside. What's up, Wayne? What's up, Nico? What's up, Ned? Gold is just moving sideways, guys. Let's be real.
How are you, uncle?
What's up, good on you?
All good, all good, all good.
Bars above 1986. I see the level you're looking at. And I suppose the idea here with what I'm looking at is I'm just marking up the most recent level of resistance. So the reason I'm not taking buys above this resistance immediately is because I could see fake outs of this level. So if we break above 1984, partly the reason I'm not taking buys there immediately is because you could reject a level like 1986. And see, there's a lot of reactions to that general area. I mean, to the left, it's horrible. I'm not trying to look too far left. I'm looking at most recent price action. You know, above 1984, we've got clean traffic, but like I said, I'm not completely convinced with the buys. If we could break and retest this level, so form support off here, actually forming some bullish structure as volume comes in, then we could maybe look to move back up to 1990. $15 and 30-minute morning star can work. I'm not too sure. What is a morning star? This. Not Braai star. Yeah, I think that's better. 90% win rate with that one.
I love our morning stars and things only get called out like 5 candles later. And then they're like, yeah, you see, that's why it went up or down today.
Yeah, no. Ned Flemberg. Flemberg. I think price will go over there, then there as well. Good point.
Yeah, no, it's gonna go there after it either goes up or down. So
Bro, I believe price is gonna go to the right.
shit.
You can never be wrong, eh?
I really just feel
Some
like it's
ground-
gonna go there.
Some groundbreaking stuff that's
This is like, I always forget the name. That $30,000 a month thing, Connor.
Bloomberg.
That is blue, but this is better than that, bro. And I'm giving it away for free. Don't play with
Nick
me.
is not wrong. Price is gonna go to
I'm not wrong though. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not. That's just the way to buy and sell is not accurate.
You just need a morning star, bro. If you've not been listening this morning, have you not been absorbing the information from Star Rogers?
Full morning. When Star Rogers said 15-minute and 30-minute star can work, I saw that star and I was invested immediately.
Yeah. I'm currently calling the bank to up my daily
Is this an
transfer
actual strategy? Eh?
all the way, bro.
What's this now?
Star Rogers has
Star.
told us.
This
Yeah.
morning star, this is most bullshit, right?
It's a new thing,
don't wanna
like
be-
it's just come into the YouTube. Like last week, someone started mentioning morning stars and evening stars.
No, it is a specific type of candle. Like if you Google types of candles, then you'll see there's like a morning star where the body's super small at the bottom with a big top wick, and then if we close bullish, it's meant to show that you could go up. And then a night star is like, it's a small bearish candle at the top with a long wick down. Like there are things behind it, but you can't trust it, bro. It's literally guessing.
It's situational as well, though. Like, you need to understand a lot more than just that one candle, because I mean, you could see like a doji candle forming. Let's say we're moving bullish, and then all of a sudden you get a 15-minute bearish doji. Oh, evening star, and you just start selling, but it just continues moving up. Like, you forgetting that price is actually moving up here on the higher time frames. So you can't just ignore all these other factors and just, look at a simple, these are like diagrams you see on Instagram. If you've got confluence, if that's happening at like a level of resistance, then sure.
Look at this range of records.
It's the guy that just spoke, bro. Ranger Rack. Well, I took it as Ranger Rack.
Oh, I see. I didn't have live chats on. I see now.
Dumb, no.
I'm thinking, yeah, you can see things here.
You know what, Connor and Jared?
Yeah.
All I smell is amateur. I'm a pro golfer now, please. Don't come talk to me.
Please.
Jeez.
If I can find this study, I'll post it.
Hammer. Inverted hammer. Yeah, man, it's very situational. Like, if you just see one of these candles randomly and you've got no other confluences, don't take the trade. Use it as just a simple confluence. It should be like one of the last things you look at. Like, I'm looking at this level of support for bars because all of these reasons listed above. Okay. And there's a hammer candle here. That's giving me confluence. Cool. Maybe that's your entry signal. Take your bars. But you need to already have built that story up. Even if you see something like this is essentially just lower lows forming, lower high, and pushing down. Bearish? What does that even say? Bearish matte hold. Oh, what?
So,
I don't know. I give up.
this shit's done, dude.
This looks like a playbook.
Yo,
What a fun.
actually does.
Yeah.
Jeez, we should maybe put this on a mouse pad and sell it.
Just need to put the Monster Money logo on there.
Yeah, no, yes, this sounds like quite the opportunity. Yeah. But I think Ned really has a point, bro.
What did Ned say?
He said all we need is that triangle ruler set that you use in pure maths, bro. You know, the one that comes in that hard tin.
Oh,
What's-
yeah.
Oh, but what else you get in that thing? What is that pointy thing called where you put your pencil in? What's that thing
Compass.
called in English?
Oh, that thing. Yeah,
Bro,
there's
Put a
no.
compass on your TV, boss. You'll figure out where it's gonna come back. You'll find the levels. Don't stress. It's like when you play a shooting game, Jared. Yes, for you because you shit at shooting on a game. So
Just listen to this.
you sit in the middle with your crosshair on the screen in the middle, and you put a piece
Yeah.
of plastic in the middle of it, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That way,
Yeah.
that way you'll
Yo,
always
that's
be on target.
OP.
It's such cheating shit, bro. If you know how to use it properly, it's so cheating.
No, it's
Dude,
OP. I've
I
done
must
it
admit,
before.
bro.
Hmm?
That PlayStation is just collecting dust.
Yeah, but you just get your money. You know that, Connor? Jared was like, Nico, here you go, bro. Have some cash. I don't want you to keep the PlayStation. Here you go. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thanks for being nice.
I know.
Literally, I was gonna go sell.
So,
I think everyone has to
I
at
was
least
actually gonna-
experience a PlayStation once, though. Like, you have to have his PlayStation once, even if you don't end up using it.
no, but I've
He's
had a
fucking-
few,
Just,
bro.
you
and I
just
just,
wanted to feel what it was like.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
I've had a
he
few,
was
bro. I've
walking
had like
around
an Xbox
Pretoria.
One.
I got a PlayStation. Didn't even play it.
I was like, he's kind of
Yes.
serious, but then I heard him just talking cuck, and I was like, hey,
Yeah.
no,
No, Connor wants to fight.
I'm not involved.
And you see,
Jared,
Connor,
Connor,
Connor, trust me. So I'm gonna send him a link soon with some malware.
Bro, I'm not clicking any links. Six is, if I can find this study, I'll post it, but it shows candles on its own gives no edge in the market without any other context. I truly believe that you need to, like I say, build up a story of what's going on. Even patterns. Like I say, patterns, if you're just looking at a simple pattern, it's random. If you see a head and shoulders, you know, it's not going to always work out. You need to understand that it's just completely random price movement. Price movement is random. We've got a plan in place, and our plan helps us to build up this story and to gain an edge. If you're just looking at patterns, if you're just looking at like these candle formations, there's other things that go into it to really develop that full story and gain an edge. Yeah,
Did you see
Star
that
just got his
title?
caps off.
Did you
Good stuff.
did you see that headline that said that US might run out of money?
We'll never run out of money.
Oh no, but there's a headline that said US might run out of money by the 1st of July.
Oh,
On 4th of July, we make the money back.
bro, they'll just print more.
Oh no, dude. Especially America. Isaacs will print a fuck ton more. They really just don't care about bro. Nah, it's fine, bro. Just wait for Trump to come back. Then we just gotta watch tweets again for gold. That's it.
Yo, I wish.
Man would literally be tweeting right now. NFP is gonna be the best numbers you've ever seen in your whole life. Sells
Full
on
margin. Full margins, right?
Bro, I think the world
He
needs
actually got in
Trump.
trouble for dude. Yo, he doesn't care.
No,
Bro,
he's a
the
bloke.
prompting is, dude. Yes, that was. Let's not say anything. That's the definition of following the crowd. Literally.
Bro.
Other people down for the profit takers, bro. Definition of following the crowd.
What's
Dude,
this?
there were
Why is
people in my
Oh,
checkers yesterday, right? Nico, there were people in my checkers yesterday, like dancing in front of it, bro. Like, I was like,
Bro,
what on
go
earth
look
is
at
going on?
confessions, bro, on Instagram. Go look how those people are carrying on there with the videos, bro. It's like, it looks like they're fucking looting, but they're all just grabbing proms, bro. Like, what? I thought looting started again.
Yeah. In my checkers, it's not that bad, bro. Like,
Go look,
it's
bro. Go
there's
look at
literal,
confessions.
yeah.
Yes,
But there's
fucking
signs
man.
and everything that are saying like, there's signs and everything saying like only 8 per person or only 4
Yeah,
per person. And
Yeah.
it's, dude, it's ridiculous.
I couldn't really be bothered. I saw guys buying it yesterday.
But what I'm saying, like, don't you think that's the definition of following the crowd?
It's consumerism.
Literally.
It's cuck funny though, bro. And there, Logan Paul and KSR just became a little bit richer from South Africa.
Printing money. Did you see,
That's like
before Prime was officially released here, they were selling it for like $400 a bottle.
Yeah.
Not a fuck, are you mad? Yo,
What a waste. Now it's like $30.
that Connor,
Could have bought a
Connor,
bottle
Jared,
of
bro.
Hennessy for that price.
What swap scam are you, Jared? You were meant to fucking
Right.
buy energy and throw it in Prime bottles, bro, and sell it.
Yo.
Dude.
Oh, that would.
Bro, we
Why
gotta
would you
be
even?
now.
No. That's so dumb.
But I would
No,
I'm
we couldn't
eager
win
to
anything.
find out what it tastes like, but I'm not willing to spend like $50 a bottle. That's ridiculous. So.
What do you mean, bro? We were just gonna buy Energade and throw it in there and sell it for 400 rand a bottle. What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's too late now. Our scams
306.
are fast. We can't scam people.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm joking, but I
Entrepreneurship.
even though he's scamming. People were saying that it just tastes like Energade and the one tastes like Skittles or Rascals or some shit. But I'm not gonna pay that, bro. I'm fine. I'll buy Monster. Because, bro, it's just a cuck. It's
Literally.
power, 100%.
Yeah, and at the, what do you call it?
Drink a pop in the
think-
prime. Yo, Nelly's got a play, bro. Just pay for labeling and bottles. Bob, drink a pop. Just now we'd be rich now.
Do you have Euro CPI a little bit later on? Obviously not trading any Euro pairs, but that will have an impact on the overall market, bring some volatility. So something we just need to be aware of. If these numbers are coming out higher than forecasted, higher than previous, that could bring further downside on gold. Because obviously, if inflation is high, the markets look forward to what the central bank will do at the next interest rate decision. So if inflation is high, obviously the markets will price in the possibility of the Euro Central Bank raising rates. But that will also lead to markets just anticipating these major central banks as a whole continuing that same path. So like I say, it could also lead to further downside on gold, bringing strength to the dollar as the markets anticipate tomorrow's rate hike as well. But I think tomorrow's interest rate decision is very well priced in already. And once this news is released, we could actually even see initial upside on gold at the press conference. Since it's already been priced in, we've already had some downside or consolidating over the last few weeks. Once that news is released, if we're not breaking below this demand area, or not breaking below 1970, then we could definitely see moves to the upside. I would actually like to see us break below 1970 today, or even earlier tomorrow before the news. And then as that news is released, that could give us a pullback to retest 1970 and then possibly look to continue further on bearish. Which is something I've been thinking about. But I mean, if we just range down here for the next day and FOMC comes out, if we just range down here, let me maybe remove this. If we just stuck in a range leading up until FOMC, then on the initial interest rate news, we probably could get a spark down and then look to move up and correct that move from yesterday. Otherwise, like I say, if we could break below 1970 today or in the morning tomorrow, what I would really like to see is this. Breaks below this area. Now at London Open we catch those sells, cool. Come down a little bit further, 1960 maybe. Range up until FOMC. FOMC comes out, we get a pullback. Retest this area. Form resistance. Then continue moving bearish over the next few days. That would be nice. Roger, there's a link for the Discord in the description of the video. If you could send me your chart, send me a picture of your chart in the Discord, then I can have a look for you. And I'll tell you what I think of your analysis. But I don't trade Euro JPY, so I'm not going to do a whole markup on it right now. But if you could send your analysis, that would be easier for both of us. So yeah, on GJ, you can see that if we had taken the initial breakout, it was very short-lived. Sure, you could have grabbed maybe 20 pips there. But I'm pretty happy to have waited here. Obviously, like I say, seen this time and time again. Even if we did run up, I would have been okay with that, because I know that there's an 80% probability this breakout isn't maintained. Pre-London, this is kind of what happens. And if it did continue moving, that would have been that 20% probability that it actually did maintain that breakout. And it did have a nice move. So I stuck with the 80% probability of it not being a great trade and stayed out. And avoided that 20% probability trade. Raja, don't mind these guys. They think you're somebody else. That's alright. I understand not everyone's first language is English. But like I say, if you could send a chart to the Discord, that'll be a lot better for both of us. And I can help you out. So here's the Discord. If you can go here to community charts, and then you could send your chart here. That would be extremely helpful.
Now we're all feeling bad, eh?
I'm not feeling bad. He was taking the piss earlier, bro. I think him lie, yeah. I think he's being Tarzan.
Hey, well, Nick.
Well, it's clear as day that I was taking the piss, bro. Now he's just defending himself. But I wasn't rude, bro. I told him Discord, blah, 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 blah. So it's Jared's fault and Ed.
Ah,
Blame them. Yep.
no, it was.
Take it.
There's the link, Roger. I
I'll
sent
tell you
the
in a
link
sec.
for the Discord to the chat, so you can join there. Let me put it as well.
It was Botgo88.
Ron, are you still watching F1 or not?
Just hold on. A little bit here and there. I'm not following it too hectically. I watched the sprint race on Saturday.
Yeah.
And you?
No, I still watch it. Still enjoy it a lot. I'm a Hamilton fan, so I'm getting mad at the moment. That's about it. But Red Bull wins everything. They do. It's literally just the cars at the moment. Their cars are fucking insane, bro. So
Jeez.
their DRS, dude. You must see their DRS
Yeah.
when Red Bull.
Nah, I
Bro,
saw
fucking
even in the sprint race against
yeah,
when
bro.
Perez I think overtook Leclerc, it was like just nothing.
Nothing. Literally nothing. Like that. The Red Bull, like even Hamilton's Merc, bro. When he put on DRS, dude, the car barely goes for, like it's catching up to the car in front of it, but like it's struggling. Fucking Red Bull puts DRS and meow, gone, dude. I was like,
No.
And then I have to watch a whole race where Hamilton keeps fucking catching signs, but he can't pass him, bro. You know how mad I was getting because that would have made him top 5. That's all I wanted. Ah, fuck. Anyway,
Yeah, well, that's how
me
I've
and
kind
Toast.
of like haven't been enjoying it so much because I'm also a Hamilton fan.
But anyway, people are so judgmental to Hamilton, bro. Like, I get it. The Oak's done so great that you guys don't like him, but just
Hey, that's what happens with GOAT status where you get your haters.
no, for sure. Wait, don't say that. Jared's gonna fucking say that Bottas would win us. Would beat Hamilton. He would win the race.
Jared's probably gonna say that flippin'
Schumacher. That's because
yeah,
his name is
Schumacher.
Schumacher.
Yeah,
It's in his
boys,
blood.
this is a conversation I know nothing about. So it's something I'm gonna stay out of this one.
I don't believe Jared. He'll see that we're saying that Hamilton's gonna win, then he'll say, "Okay, no, it's gonna be Schumacher," just because Schumacher's
Yeah.
history, because of the name.
Nah,
That's it. Hey, Jared.
I'm gonna go Google now. Who's the worst F1 driver? And then I'm gonna come back and say, yeah, no, this is the
Well, isn't
worst
that your
guy. He
normal
has
approach
to
to the
win.
parting scene?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
your
that
fighting
is.
approach.
That's my strategy. Choosing the underdog.
Carl, it's the same as Powerade and Energy, bro. Nothing special. So,
It's not that badly
bro,
priced, like $30, isn't it?
to
Might as well
charge,
just
yeah, it's like 40
spoil
or
yourself,
50, I
just
think.
get one, try it out.
Red Bull is racing themselves. It's Perez versus Max, bro. It's lit. No, actually, no, bro. Alonso in the Aston Martin is doing well. He's really like getting up there, but it's like certain tracks, no, it just doesn't work. On some tracks, Red Bull, you can't keep up. There's literally, especially when Max gets rolling. Oh, bro, done.
Well,
Yeah,
Alonso is a beast. For his age, the
bro,
way he performs is just crazy.
what he's done for Aston Martin in this year in Formula One, ridiculous. Obviously, Aston Martin had to get a good car, but still, bro, ridiculous.
So can you please tell me about gold? Right now, gold is just ranging. So as you can see, I've got this area marked up as a no trade range. So I'm not looking to take anything in this range until we break out. But even if we break out, I'm not immediately looking into to get into something. If we break above here, I'll probably look for the retest. If we get a retest, like at London Open, maybe. My initial sell ideas below here were impulse entries on the break of previous 4-hour lows. Now that we've got that top wick, kind of makes sense that if we break the lows, we should be alright for those same trade ideas. Your 30-minute day closed bearish off of that resistance area, but I don't really like it here. 30-minute candle currently has no top wick. Previous hourly closed bullish. So maybe if we could just close below that level rather, then I may look for the sells. Safer sells would be below 1979, 1980. And then the thing is with sells below 1977 is there's a lot of rejections here. This is very tough to be selling into. Super tough to be selling into that. So I would prefer if I could get into the sells, break a previous 4-hour lows, give you some range before moving into that area, or even sells below 1979, you've still got about 20-25 pips to this low. And then if we do have enough volume to break through this rejection area, then at least we are in a good position there. But to be selling into this rejection area below 1977, I'm quite skeptical of that. $30-minute has a top wick now, breaking previous 30-minute lows. Just maybe wait to see how the 15 closes. GJ broken back into the range here, starting to move down. So I could definitely see deeper pullbacks now. I think a deeper pullback is definitely needed after such an impulsive move Friday, Monday. Coming back down to 1969 would be really nice.
Yeah, with gold as well, we also just got to close on the hourly. So waiting to see how the 15 closes. If obviously this is a rejection for the morning, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that hourly closing bullish is definitely not really ideal for the sales, although still in the range. Close with a very weak bullish body. I don't know, we could just blank this whole range out. Wait for breakout.
That range that you put in now, is that relevant to your success?
What range?
That,
I don't see a
that
range
big
there.
black. Good one.
Yeah, no, you could say that.
But for Malachi asking about Prime, yeah. At 5,000 subscribers, we're gonna give away 1 bottle of Prime. So stay tuned for that.
I don't know, this could be a no trade morning. Easily no trade morning. We'll see how London opens up. Got about an hour. So I think we need to pass some time here. Jared, do you want to play some chess? Or does anyone in the chat want to play a game of chess? Let's see who can challenge me to a game of chess.
I know Hectorino was asking about it earlier.
Is it? Okay, shame. Let me play Actorino, yeah. What the fuck?
Is Hectorino a female?
Yeah. Well, shit. I don't know, bro. It's 2023. I don't want to say anything.
Because you just said
Actorino, what are your
Didn't
pronouns?
you?
I'm so
Oh,
sorry if
goodness.
I offended you. I don't believe in the whole pronoun thing. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm like Michael Jackson. I'm hee.
Okay. My name on chess.com is Con Abrams. I don't know where it is. CONABRAMS. So if you want to add me and challenge me to a game, I'll be waiting. I'm going to be back in 2 minutes.
You've got a challenge, eh?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, give me 2 minutes. Be back now.
Nico, how's your chess career going there?
Responsibility. It wasn't a project.
Equivalent to the sky being purple. So, does that answer your question?
Not really.
You
No.
asked me about my golf career. I don't want that. Nah. To be honest, I just don't want to play chess anymore because it's like involves me sitting here playing here by my desk or sitting on my phone and playing, and I mean it takes away. If anyone wants, like, if you guys were here and we had a chess board, I would play chess on a chessboard.
Mhm.
I don't want to sit and play it on my phone and shit like that or on my laptop if my work involves me on screen time already. So that's about it. So
But I see you building some solar systems there. Eh?
me,
Yeah,
where, what?
on Instagram. Or was it WhatsApp? Yeah, that thing.
Oh,
that
fucking WhatsApp,
project.
you monkey.
Oh, shucks.
Yeah. My son had a school project had to do with space. So for them to like learn that there's like a space up there and there's other planets and shit like that. So we had to like do that. So
If you want to blow his mind, dude, when it comes to space, there's this app that you download and then you point it at the sky, dude, and it literally shows like all the stars and names there, and then like I don't know what they're called, but you know you get the different like
yeah, it's called my camera at night on my phone.
yeah, something like that. But
Yeah.
what is the name of the like the
Oh,
shapes in space? I don't know how to describe it.
Galaxies.
stars.
No, like the shapes. Let me think.
Wait, what?
Circles.
No, not circles in space. Makes sense.
What are you talking
You know, like you get Orion's belt, and you get sort of what I'm saying.
Constellations.
There we go. Yeah, and it shows the constellations.
Jared, do you want to play a game here?
Yeah, I'm down there. How long?
So
you gonna
listen,
play?
Wayne, what constellation in Afrikaans, please, so I can be on the same page. Let me just Google.
So I actually kind of like what gold's doing for the bars now. If we could get a closure above on the hourly, I could look at those bars at London Open potentially.
Let's see. I'm with you now, Jared.
Bro, that slipped my mind there.
My trade is a constellation right now. What?
That sounds accurate.
If you can start hearing the garden service that's next door, just tell me, okay?
Okay.
But no, it's not too bad.
Not too bad, so you can hear it.
No, I can't hear it.
Dennis was not there at all. What do you mean not too bad?
Just like, get technical on me.
Yeah, I'll fight you. I'm gonna play.
I say it's like Niku wants to fight. Like he doesn't know. Bro. I'm a white
It's not that I
belt
want to
here.
fight. Listen, why does everyone say I always want to fight, bro? If you dumb, I'm gonna tell you dumb. It's simple. Such a fucking simple thing that is ridiculous that people don't understand this.
Dude, that's
Just
part
because
of
I
the
call
problem.
people out when they're dumb doesn't make me want to fight. It
We,
just makes me be like, yeah, you dumb. So figure your shit out.
we need to
I don't think
speak
that's
about
so
your
bad.
anger.
It's not bad, bro. Like I don't have anger. What do you mean?
It's very bad.
There's no anger in my body. I'm a free. No, I'm a free.
wait,
No, it's
what?
free spirit. No.
Oh, fuck this.
It was a long weekend, boys. Woosa. No, Wayne probably feels fucking rested for a bit now. Oh fuck! When I forgot to tell you, bro. We're gonna go on this golf thingy. It's like a little golf vacation, okay?
Excursion.
Excursion. I hope you don't mind, bro.
Who's we?
Me and you and whoever else wants to join. But Connor, I have to ask a favor though, bro.
What?
Could you pay for me? Because I mean, it's only $400,000, but I'm really keen.
Where the hell is this?
Oh, it's that
Nah, it's like
16 countries or something like that.
You tour like the whole fucking world and play on the best of the best courses, bro. And you fly on a private jet to each place. You don't have to get on different flights. It's a private jet that takes you to each place. Yeah. When I play under scratch, then and I have that money, cool. Till then, I don't give a fuck. There's no way, bro. 400 clip to go play golf. Yes, ass.
And it's $400,000 there. Not even
Sure.
rands.
Yo, bro, that's what, 6 mil for a golf trip. If we're talking rounds.
Yeah,
Bro, my YouTube froze, dude, and I don't know if it's just mine.
mine is still fine.
Okay, no,
It
it came
looks
back
fine on
now.
our side.
I just don't get how my YouTube freezes, but everything else works. But it came right. You know, I had to sneeze, bro. Do you know how I was struggling to get to the mute button to mute and sneeze? It's
Dude, that happens to me a lot, bro.
a mission, bro.
Oh, yo, I'm getting wrecked in this game.
It's not about that, Con. It's about if you had fun.
Connor, you know, we to blame that we made Jared good. You know that at chess.
Please
I wouldn't say
explain.
he's good. That's pushing
Oh,
it.
so who has whose queen?
You see, Malachi and Connor are funding me to go with on this golf tour. So I'm stoked, guys. I'm ready, bro. Whenever the fuck you wanna go, I'm ready. You don't even have to give me a day out in advance. An hour is all I need. When you're on your way to the airport, Connor, just pick me up, bro. It's on your way.
Hey, Uncle Nick is speaking rubbish this morning.
My friend, if you think I'm talking cock, pull up and take me. I promise you I'm gonna come. Let's see.
That's probably the
Yeah,
best. That's the best threat ever.
Don't believe me, I dare you. Come, show me you won't take me. I'll show you how go.
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Oh God.
Where did that come from?
Oh fuck. You know what song I heard the other day? That Satisfaction song. That song, bro. Fuck me. When last have you that jam? Bro, I thought I
Yo,
was
that
like
is a
fucking
track.
cool. A track, my friend. Yo, when it came on, I was like, ha. You know when you have like that moment, you're like, ha. Yeah, that moment with that. That was perfect.
Fuck
fuck,
you,
Jared. I
Jared.
told you. Good, Jared. I like it. Jared, I told you I shot a 91 in golf.
Nico.
What?
I'm saying, I'm forking Jared here, and you said good Jared.
Oh, yeah, good, Jared. Jared, you've been beating us. We haven't made it. Jared hasn't made it back yet enough to take over.
Jared has. We've had some good games where Jared's actually fucking destroyed me.
Sorry, I just don't take note of this boring shit. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm actually one of the best in South Africa. I just haven't told you guys yet. You know, this is my other account.
What am I doing? Bro, I give up. I give up with chess, to be honest.
No, I want to make like 7 queens, bro. That's how I'm keeping all my pawns.
Jared, I'm not 200 elo. You'll never get 7 queens.
Bet.
Connor, 2 queens is bad enough. That's all I'm saying. Fucking okay. I also play phone games then. Yes, sir.
Oh, Clash of Clans is quite the jam.
It's my game that. It's my game. Donald 2. Let's go. Must I speak shit to Jared, Connor, so he gets distracted. Yes, just you're so focused. My goodness.
Did you have to be?
Don't hurt yourself. That's all I'm saying.
You have to be, bro. He's got his deep thought cap on.
You have a date when you're leaving, Jared, into your new place.
Not yet. Yeah,
Okay.
it's gonna be soon though, but not exact date.
Takes long before it's all
Yeah.
finalized.
Yeah, but it should be done soon. But you know these offices are okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it normally takes like 2 months, doesn't it? 3 months.
Yeah, so it's taking longer than expected, but
Me and Connor are just waiting so we can know when to drive up.
when to pull up.
It'll be Connor making a noise.
Yeah, average corner for you.
Yep.
But I heard that's what a corner does.
And what a Connor does.
Yeah. But I'm no expert. Let's see if I can win this end game.
I doubt it. I believe in my friend.
No, I don't.
Ron, if you lose after I said that, bro. Yes.
I have no
I'm joking.
moves.
I'm teasing.
No, he's not. It's just a sissy. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, what the hell is that? Oh,
I have no
no.
moves.
What the hell is this? You're meant
I
to just
literally
try
have no
playing out for the
moves.
stale. Oh, goodness. What is our analysis like?
Poor,
Uh,
to say the least.
no, mine was good. I got 62 and you got 58.
That's pretty poor, Jared. We need to get into the 70s.
Remember that one time I got like a 90 something against you?
Oh yeah, that time you were using stockfish.
Oh, goodness. But I got 0 blunders there.
Yeah, that's solid. How many did I have? 7.
5.
Fuck.
Oh, no, it's
That's
it's
pretty
shocking, eh?
I
Oh,
think I'm
no, I
out
would
of
stop
practice. I
playing
haven't
if I
been
were.
playing as much as I used to.
Not good behavior, Connor.
Nah, gold is ass, to be honest.
Should have a look at XCN. Apparently, it's going to the moon.
What is XCN?
I don't care. It's going to the moon, bro. Okay?
XCN. Crypto.
Just if you can do analysis on that, you're a warrior.
Bruv. I don't know which moon you're going to. Looks pretty bearish to me. To the moon.
Bro, that chart's literally going to the right. What cuck is
Just
this,
got
bro?
released. Got released and used everybody as liquidity. The founders just sold off there.
Is this a crypto?
Yeah.
No, I think so. Oh no, that's moonbound there.
Good luck, Jared. I wish you the best. Good luck.
One thing that I think people don't really grasp with crypto at the moment is people are thinking that you're going to have the same sort of bull run as you did in 2020, 2021. But what you're not remembering is that we don't have the same, or what you're not acknowledging is that we don't have the same investing environment as we did back then that was so favorable, even for the stock market. You know, if we're going back to 2020, 2021, and we look at these rallies, obviously this is US 30 year, not crypto, but it's the same idea. If you look at this rally, obviously after that initial sell-off, we just about doubled here on US 30. I know Nas did the same. The reason being was they've literally coined it the easy money era. Interest rates were extremely low and they were literally giving out money. They were printing money. All that money was being pumped back into the stock market, back into crypto, back into these higher risk assets that do so well with lower interest rates. We don't have that same investing environment. like I say, which was so favorable to these assets at that time. Interest rates are getting higher and higher. You need to understand that crypto is also an asset just like anything else that you could trade, and it's also affected by these economic factors. I'm not a crypto buffer, nothing. I don't look at crypto at all, but it's very easy to see how it's been affected by interest rates as well. And anyone buying and thinking crypto is going to the moon anytime soon, look, I don't know what could potentially be a catalyst for that to happen, but I think it will be very difficult for price to continue moving bullish with this higher interest rate environment. Where's my analysis here on Bitcoin?
Just bits. Also, people actually have to work nowadays, so they don't have time to sit behind their laptops and pump shit coins there.
Yeah, things have changed. Easy money era is gone. And I think if you were able to make good money off crypto in that time, good for you. But I think you need to also just acknowledge that it didn't take a whole lot of skill, and be real with yourself. Were you just in the right place at the right time, or did you have the skill to take advantage of that? Is that something you can recreate? Is that something you can do in different market conditions? Those are
You
big
got your back.
questions. I think a lot of people are not really willing to face the music. Nico, what you said? You got the bag.
I said they got the bag. Move on.
Yeah,
If you made money from crypto.
yeah, pretty much. Until they actually cut rates, until they start to lower rates or pause the interest rate hikes, I think we'll continue to be bearish here. So actually, this is my analysis. I don't know where it popped out of, but I don't know when I drew this on. I must have drawn it on stream some time ago when someone asked. Maybe in and around like March. So I drew this on a while ago. And we are coming into that resistance zone and showing signs of rejection and some bearish momentum coming in here. Obviously, this is just my personal opinions and views. I'm obviously not a financial advisor, nothing like that. This is never financial advice. These are my trades. These are just my views and opinions. But I could see Bitcoin going further down to like 12,500 still, or at least double bottoming around 16,000. I don't trade this, but one day I'd be willing to get back into crypto, like in terms of investing. So I keep an eye on it, you know. But until the actual environment changes, which could lead to similar, you know, I don't think we'll see the same volatility. But until there's actually confirmations to move back up to the highs, then I wouldn't even put my money in it. So we just closed above this resistance on gold on the 30 minutes, but I'll probably just wait for London Open here. GJ, looks like you are retesting this minor resistance from Asian session. So let's see what happens if we form a nice support there. Maybe if your hourly candle closes back bullish above 172.075. even safer bars above 172, 180. So far, pretty slow morning. Pretty much as expected. We'll see what London Open brings if we set up for anything. Otherwise, could be a no trade day, yeah. So it could potentially be a fake out of that level, as discussed. But I wouldn't want to take trades into this range either. It's just very choppy.
No, but gold is up to some rubbish this morning. What do you think of a rematch, Con?
No, I'm retired.
You know, I was gonna come through for my 4 queens, but
I don't know how someone could let that happen to them.
you'd be surprised, bro. Like people go, bro. It's ridiculous. Eh? Like I literally had queens the other day on every rank except for one, right? Because I was trying to make all the queens across the board. And this bruh still just going back and forth with his king in the one rank. And I'm like, dude, just resign. Embarrassing. Bro, they literally, it's the embodiment of never give up. Eh?
Literally. The thing is, like, I don't always resign. I don't like to resign. But, I mean, there I was really just, I was down so much material.
No.
I had 2 pawns that couldn't move anywhere. Like I said, I literally didn't have moves. I could move my king. That's it. The only way I could have really gotten away with anything there is maybe a stalemate.
No. But when you're trying to make like a few queens, bro, it happens a lot more often than you think.
What, stalemate?
No.
Yeah, I was thinking if I do push on, like, I do risk or not, I do have the chance of like getting a stalemate trap or something against you because I don't think you would spot it.
No. Wow,
I don't think
that's
you would even
fake.
think about it, Jared. 400 level, 400 Elo don't think about that kind of thing. Even me. That's why I just resigned.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I'm playing very aggressively now against Victorino.
Connor,
Mm-hmm.
I want to put something out there because you started it with me, but you don't continue to do it with me.
Golf.
From the 14th, from now until the 14th, West Bank is running a retarded special. If you do not play golf with me by the 14th, I'm gonna be upset. That's 12 days, Connor. I'll give you to plan to get one free day of golf with. Not even a day, bro. We can go at 6 in the morning like we normally do, and we finish before 12 o'clock already. You have the rest of the day for yourself.
I'll play 9 holes.
That's fine. So we start at 6,
Yeah, cool.
and then I'll start at 6. Okay, and then if you want to start at 6 with me and finish your 9 before 9 o'clock, you can. If you want to start with me at 9 o'clock to finish before 12 o'clock, you can. You feel?
Yeah, I'd rather do the early tee off. Be done by
That's
9. Then I
fine,
still have
bro.
a whole day. That's the thing, bro. Like, you always want to play 18 holes. Folks don't want to play 9 holes anymore. I'm not at that
I'm
level
telling
where I
you,
can go play the whole day, dude.
Dylan
And don't say
Dylan
it's
doesn't
3
want to.
hours. If I'm playing 18 holes, it's the whole day. Because I'm
I
cut.
played 18 holes. We were a 4-man, Connor. We played 18 holes in 4.5 hours, bro. And we were walking. I mean, it's just because we shit at golf that we took longer, bro.
Nah, we
But
went
now that
walking. We had carts that day.
not you, bro. I was walking yesterday or the
Oh,
day before. We finished in 4.5 hours, bro. Playing that. Me and you that day with Kawe, and then we played for like, bro. I
5
think we played for
hours.
like 6 hours, dude.
6
6
hours,
hours or
yeah.
something. No, because I mean that's us
Yeah, we
talking
got there at
shit,
like
not
12 and then we
yeah,
left at
bro.
like
Like,
6.
yeah, because they still came at 6 and told us they're closing.
Hmm.
Bro, what I'm saying is, dude, like you can come we tee off just after 6:30, okay? Because we go smoke and stuff and have coffee on the 18th also. We can watch the sun come up over the ocean. Then we go and we play. So if you want to join for that, you can. If not, just be there at 6:30. We play. We're done before 9 o'clock, bro.
Okay, cool.
I give you 12 days, Connor. That's fair, bro. Come on, you can't. I know you're busy, but just you bought me clubs for my birthday. You don't even play golf with me.
Yeah, I'll play a game.
Fair,
Ah,
Fair.
where's my club, sir?
You have
I
clubs.
got a chess course, sir.
This was the year before. You weren't important. Then.
Wow.
Wow.
I think Connor and I are the best match. Sir.
For
That's
what?
fine.
Sorry, I'm playing a game of chess. I don't know what I'm saying. Just give me like
Focus on your chest.
14
Sure.
minutes here. No, Victorina and I are somewhat even. I think we've got an even position there.
Beat him, Victorino, because he's talking shit.
Please.
Smash him. Nah, but Con, on the real, bro. Like, I'm giving you 12 days advance. Surely you can, at least, bro, give me 2.5 hours in those 12 days.
Okay, we can play a game of golf.
Nico sounds
Listen,
like he's carrying Connor's child. No, Connor just doesn't know.
I fucking beg to play golf with what? Fuck him, you're just make me angry. Yeah. 12 days.
You see what I'm saying about your anger issues? We need to speak
Bro,
about that.
Where am I
It's
angry?
alright.
Do you hear how nice I'm talking? I'm not angry. My friends just don't want to play golf.
I'm gonna timestamp this and I'll send you a short later.
Okay.
We just tapped into that 1985 level again. We are showing signs of rejection. Like I say, we're moving back into this area of consolidation. I'm not interested in taking trades in this area. If we could close bearish on the hourly, I may look for slightly more aggressive sells on the break of previous 4-hour lows. Just depends on where the stop loss will be. Otherwise, I'll just wait for a closure below 1981.5. Here on GJ, it's pretty tough. You had a breakout and you've broken back into the range. Not enough volume to continue up. So it would be ideal here to see us closing back above that area at London Open. So if we could get a nice strong bullish candle closure here coming into London Open, GJ buys will look really clean. but right now not looking great. So we've got about 17 minutes and we'll see how London opens up. If there's nothing, then I'll call it a day. Saving the bullets for FOMC and NFP later in the week. I mean, we've even got Euro interest rates this week, and we've got Euro CPI later on. So, you know, like I say, this is not obviously going to directly impact gold, but it's going to have an overall market impact. It could bring some volatility, or leading up to this news, markets just could consolidate. And that's pretty much what we're seeing right now. So we'll see what London Open brings. But otherwise, I'm quite happy to just hold off and wait for things to pick up later in the week. So a lot of bank holidays this month as well. I think next week Monday is also a UK bank holiday. So next week Monday, probably no London session stream, but we'll do the same higher time frame outlook for the members on Zoom on Monday. Just do a nice updated outlook after all this news from this week. I think that'll be a great way to start next week. Also got US CPI next week Wednesday, something to just keep in the back of our minds. Bank of England interest rate decision Thursday next week. You know, just looking a week or two ahead sometimes can really be helpful, because on GJ here, after such an impulsive move, we can see GJ oftentimes go into like a higher time frame consolidation for a number of weeks. And then, you know, what would bring that breakout eventually is some news like this monetary policy statement and official bank rate. So if we know that this is coming up next week, then we know this week, okay, maybe we could get some pullbacks. Maybe we see some consolidation. Let's not get too hasty with the buys, unless we do have some really nice setups. Obviously, I will only be looking for buys really, since we are so bullish, but I'm just saying, you know, don't be too aggressive. Understand we could see some consolidation. If you missed out on this move, it is what it is. Right now, just consolidating. Could even see like short-term sells below here, 171,500, below that support, to get those deeper pullbacks into 171,200, 171 flat maybe. But yeah, not amazing. I'd rather just stick to the buys here. Even off of this resistance, I don't really just want to be jumping into sells off of this resistance. "13 minutes. We do close above bullish here on the 30 minutes coming into London Open. I think that will look a little bit better than that initial closure above, because we did close above there on the previous 30, but barely, and then we broke back into the range on the 15. So if we break back out of the range again now and have a stop loss below that previous bearish 15, that won't be too bad. But if we're closing in the range bearish on the 30 minutes, I definitely wouldn't be interested in the bars.
Hey, Tom, how are you?
Hey, Farmer Tom, long time. Andy, me too, bro. Me too.
Gold is a haha thing, bro. It's literally like chess, dude. It makes you more angry than you actually enjoy it.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
I think
Because,
you
okay, no,
have
you
to
know what?
really love it for your passion to be greater than the frustration.
Yeah, no, literally.
You Oaks
Because
haven't
I
played
get,
enough to score a
dude,
very
I get,
good shot. I think a
no,
very nice one that's like, wow. And then you like, fuck the rest of the 7 shit at, and one makes up for it. Have you got that?
Nico,
No.
I used to play a lot, bro.
I
It's,
don't care.
dude,
My
honestly,
friend, I don't
dude,
care what you say. You
nah,
shot a 60 on 9
nah,
with the last time you went and
dude,
played.
hey.
If you played 10 years back and you were playing 5 to 10 under, I don't care. You got shit all of a sudden and you don't play anymore. I
I
want
wasn't
friends
feeling
that
well
play.
that day. Hey,
Yeah, you weren't
I
feeling
wasn't
well and you
feeling well.
got your arms and your wrists and your knees and everything was broken. Yeah.
Little bit, dude, I was so sick I could barely stand up straight, bro.
That's why you shot such a shit score.
Yeah,
No,
it was
to be honest,
hay fever
everyone's
going
got
around.
shit, bro. And there's so many things that can play a role playing well that it's ridiculous. So that's why, like, well, I don't know about you, but Connor didn't play enough to learn his own style. He moves the balls at the driving range and he's happy.
Nico, do you know that I played golf when I was a kid?
I
I
don't
know
care.
my
You don't play
style.
golf.
I've played golf for a couple years actually.
So
So
then come
like
play
when
with
I
me.
get into it now, I'm just literally getting back into it. And I think I played enough to get back into it, but
You know, you don't
it's-
want to get back into it.
yeah, it's frustrating.
So okay. Honestly, have you played enough golf now? Like, not recently, but when we played, do you know that you don't want to play golf anymore?
Yeah.
Okay, but you're gonna come play golf with me in the next 12 days somewhere. So
Yeah.
sorry to hear
No,
about it.
well,
No way.
I don't mind playing now
buy
and
your
then. It's not like I enjoy a day out, but to go like every weekend play 18 holes, bro, that's too much for me.
Jared was gonna buy us something. What you buying us, Jared?
Yeah, I'll buy your clubs. I'll buy your clubs for 2 bottles of Prime. What do you think? That's a deal.
Yeah, that's tempting.
Yeah,
But
I'll
no,
even
sorry.
pay for the fee to ship the clubs to me. Come on.
Yeah.
Jared, I think you
No,
have
I-
to buy me
did.
like 300 bottles of palm just to get my driver.
That bad. But you see, I agree, bro. Like, I enjoy golf every now and then, dude. I don't enjoy it like seriously. Like, even when I signed up with the driving range last year sometime. It
Who
was,
would
like, more
enjoy
of a
something
mission
they
than it
shit
was.
Who would enjoy
No,
something like you need to practice enough to get good to enjoy it more? I don't enjoy
That's
golf.
what I'm. That's what I'm saying, Nick. Is I just got over it, bro. Like it's too much of a mission. I would much rather go play tennis, though, because I really like tennis. So.
Fuck off, Jared, please.
Nah,
Tennis is
dude,
actually fun. I won't lie. Play tennis with
bro,
K
tennis,
Ventures, yeah.
dude, tennis is
Going back
dope,
to me.
bro.
Because the thing is, you can just kind of leave whenever you want. Golf, bro. You 5 holes in, you fucking so over it. You've got 13 holes left. No.
Nah, dude,
Connor,
You enjoy
played
the
know that
tennis
first
a
2
lot
holes and
growing
then you're
up,
after
bro.
that.
you walking
Everything
casual,
goes to
Connor.
shit.
I hope you're fine with that.
Yeah?
We're gonna walk. We don't have the. We're not getting a golf cart.
Yeah, no, I actually want to. I need to get my cardio in.
Yeah, well, that's good, but there's no golf course at 6 a.m., bro. The golf club's closed. We don't even pay. We go play, and then when we're done playing, we pay.
That's hectic, eh? No, that's fine with me.
That's tennis is the one, bro. I
Oh.
like tennis. No.
Jared, let it go.
Dude, I'm gonna get Nico into tennis one of these days, bro.
Bro, I tried tennis. I just moved the ball straight over the fucking back net thing. So
It's
I don't
because you
know.
don't practice enough to get good.
That's good. Your friends that practice or that would want to play. So I'm not gonna go buy and stuff to see if I like it. But if you have stuff and you want to go play, we can go play. I'll see how I like it or not. If I do enjoy it, then yeah, keep practicing.
Are you gonna fly up?
I said you to me, not me to you.
Have you
Oh.
heard of this paddle, Jared? What is it?
Oh
Paddle
yeah,
ball,
I have actually.
something like that.
Yeah, that like indoor, not indoor, but that like
Yeah.
small court. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That looks like a load of shit.
What?
That
What
looks
do you
like
like?
a face. No, that looks like a shit, bro. No, but tennis is, dude, it's pretty athletic. Like you need to, you know, you're running, you like actually working out, bro. Paddleboard, come on, bro. Like,
No, bro, you
squash, I
might
could
break your
see,
nail
but
on tennis. Yeah, watch out, Jared.
what?
I said you might break your nail on tennis. Watch out.
Oh goodness. Dude, Nick and I are gonna have fisticuffs when I come down to yell there.
Yeah, away. Let's move each other, please. Please. No, I don't. Jared, stop it, bro. You're a bad influence. I don't do these things.
I'm gonna make a short of all the things you've said today. No, but squash, I never got into it personally, but I can see why
Yeah.
people like it.
Yeah, I also tried squash,
There was,
but never got into it.
uh,
I prefer tennis. Not that I've gotten into tennis, but tennis is fun. Like if you go with the mates, whatever, it's
yeah, I
pretty
think
fun because you're like actually
during
playing directly against each other, you know.
yeah, in what do you call it? When I was a kid, I played tennis for a very long time, and then during COVID, and like for about 2 years, somewhere around there, bro. We played tennis every week, bro. Like 2, 3, 4 times a week. We were so
How long is it
addicted to it, bro. No, like usually it takes about an hour or two, but I mean, like Connor said, you can just stop for, you don't have to carry on if you like. You can play for an hour, you can play for 2 hours, 3 hours. You can just extend, carry on playing. But no, there's no like 100% okay, it's gonna take this long. When Jared's on a squash court, he looks like he's running around in a warehouse. Oh, wow. I give up on you, Oakse. I don't know what to do.
Yes.
Guys, let's lock in.
Wow.
There's a minute until London Open. Looks like we will close above here. So I know I was initially waiting for the break and retest of this area, but essentially the previous 30-minute candle already broke above this area. This new 30-minute candle giving us that deeper bottom wick was basically what I was looking for. It wasn't necessarily a retest of this area, but we can see bullish structure here forming, for instance on the 5-minute. you'll see here, this is looking nice and bullish. Coming into London Open, a time of volume, we've got clean traffic to the left. I'm quite happy with how this is looking. So if we can close above here, close nice and bullish on the 30 minute, I'll be happy to take these bars. Obviously, I normally do the bar stops, so looking for the break of the highs and just waiting to see how this candle closes. Another thing is on the DXY, this level 102.2, obviously, like I say, breaks above here will really confirm the gold sells. For now, you just don't have enough volume to break above there. Gold, same story, just don't have enough volume to break down lower. So hopefully at London Open, we can just get a little push here, get our small piece of the pie, and be happy with that. Okay, open up here pretty hectically. Literally just about gapped up. So if we can get a bottom wick first, and then at this point, I think break of previous hourly highs will be best. I would really like to see a bottom wick before placing our bar stops. So I don't have any trades in just yet. Waiting for a bottom wick to form. I don't have my bar stops in just yet. If we break previous hourly highs and run up, is what it is. I wanted to see a bottom wick on this current candle. Looks like we've got a baby one here on TradingView, but my broker doesn't have one. So no bar stops just yet. We just broke that high. So if we can come back now, create a bottom wick, have bar stops in the break of current candle, that's fine. But this was just a bit too volatile to really get involved. And yeah, you can see us. I mean, if you had your bar stops in and you got triggered in on the break of the high, you're now pulling back and you could get that bottom wick, and you're sitting in drawdown at that point. And there was a very big chance of that happening. You know, there was maybe a 70% chance of that happening. We've seen that time and time again. So like I say, if it had broke the highs and just ran, I would have been completely fine to sit out there. So far, I haven't really got an entry signal. GJ looking very nice. We're seeing some bullish momentum come in. The only thing is, we've closed below this resistance. So what I would wait for now is maybe if we could close above here on a 30 minute. Or even if we could just form support. Yeah, I think closures above 172, 180 will be safest here on GJ. So you are already just retesting this range from Asian session, and you're finding support here coming into London Open. But I would really like to see a candle closing bullish. So I'll just be patient here on GJ as well. How long you think gold will consolidate? Probably until tomorrow's news. Also depends a little bit on how the news is coming out. The 25 basis points is pretty much priced in. So that could give us a pullback or a move to the upside on gold. But if the Fed is hawkish in their statement, that could obviously lead to downside. So, you know, maybe you get that initial push to the top of this range, maybe like 2010. So if we just consolidate in this area leading up until tomorrow, and we're not seeing a breakout of the higher time frame range, you know, we could get an initial move up here and then just stay in this range.
But no,
So I actually
it's
discussed
just
this
me, but
earlier. Sorry, Jared. What I would really
no,
like to
it's
see is if we
just
could break out of this higher time frame range before the news tomorrow. Get that news coming out to give us a pullback to retest the range and then continue onto the downside. Otherwise, we may see us sitting in this range until CPI next week. You never know. But we need a catalyst to actually break out of this range. So we got the bottom wick here, but all of a sudden, just the way this candle looks, I'm not like completely convinced.
I've got a gap on my broker
Where?
Connor,
on
don't you have a gap on Oh,
I've got a gap
Where?
from
okay, wait, I'll show you.
84.7 to 85.1, call it. So it's like 4 pips. It's not too crazy, but still
No,
on the
this
30.
is. Look at this, Connor. What is
From
this?
Are you
yesterday.
talking
This
about?
is what I.
Yeah, that
Are
gap
you
from
talking about the one
yesterday.
from yesterday? We saw that yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, with the bars, I'm not completely convinced. I discussed the possibility of possible fake outs of this level. Just the daily time frame being bearish. You know, one of the ways I say to avoid fake outs is just trade the trend, trade the higher time frame bias. And this is what I'm kind of seeing come into play here. With the daily candle being bearish, we had a breakout of resistance, but we haven't had enough volume to continue moving up. Because, like I say, based off the daily, it makes sense to drive down here. And in fact, if we're closing back in the range, nice and bearish like this on the 30-minute, that really doesn't look too bad. The only thing is I don't really want to be trading into this consolidation. I don't know when last I took a fake out setup. I was looking at these setups a lot last year. So I think I'll wait here to see the 30-minute candle close.
Come on, 3 more likes for 50. That's all I asked for.
Look at Ampton, one of the shorts has 50 likes. So YouTube, it's like every day.
You can see here on the lower time frame, like the 5 minutes, how we are failing to break up before, failing to create new highs. So essentially a double top pattern and starting to shift bearish. If your 15-minute can close below here, you could even take this on the 15-minute. So at this point, if we were looking to take advantage of these sells coming back into this range, you've used up most of the range here and there's not much space left to drive down. So it could be safest to just wait for a closure below the support at 1981. But at least we've got confirmations now of this bearish momentum coming in. You just don't really want to FOMO into the position because at any moment we could pull back, or this could even be a bottom wick on the hourly. But if we're getting nice bearish candle closures, or if we're closing below some key levels here, it makes sense for us to continue moving down. The new 15-minute candle is about to open up, so expecting to see a top wick, and then we could possibly start to continue moving down.
I think it's time the daily gets a bottom wick, Connor, don't you?
Daily's got a bottom wick here.
No. Check tick more.
Oh yeah, I think it's just
Hour later or like something.
yeah.
Must be. Here we go.
So it closed nice and strong bearish here on the 15. There's a lot of trouble to the left right here. So I don't want to just rush into it. But I could still see us if we break previous 4-hour lows, where we initially had those sell stops earlier this morning at 1981.3. With this volume coming in, you could see that continuation. There's not a whole lot of range here. 15 pips down to this support. So waiting for a closure below this support could be tough. I think once we break previous 4-hour lows, we'll probably just see that volume fill this range quite quickly.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Would you not go for a I can't think what you called it. It's a name for it when you add half risk now and half risk later shit.
Like
Dynamic risk.
dynamic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
You don't do that anymore. Hey? That was a thing that you got rid of now. Hey?
Yeah. I was doing it on the lower time frames when there was a nice like clear setup. Let's say the hourly candle had closed, giving confirmations. New hourly was giving a nice bottom wick, and then like if you went down to the 5-minute, for instance, and you saw structure on the 5-minute in line with that hourly confirmation, instead of just waiting for the break of the highs, you know, getting in on the 5-minute setup and then adding your full position on the break of the highs, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about the impulse entries on the break of these 4-hour lows again. Same idea as earlier on. Once we break those lows, I'm anticipating us to continue moving down here in line with the daily time frame. Stop loss would be this current 15-minute, which is tiny. It's like 15 pips. But I mean, it makes sense because I'm anticipating us to get a nice push once we break 4-hour lows. That's the whole idea behind the entry. So if we do break the lows here, and then we are coming back up, obviously the trade idea is not really playing out then, so we would want to be out. Check GJ. Yeah, I wanted to wait for a 30-minute candle close here on GJ. Your 15-minute close nice and bullish there. Current 15 had no bottom wick. I'm very selective on GJ. It's really just, like I say, it's like my side chick. So if it's not lining up perfectly, you know, I would just rather wait. Like I said, 30-minute will give me a better confirmation here on GJ. Also, with the 15-minute having no bottom wick, makes sense to just wait for the 30-minute candle here. Alright, so gold, I'm going to have these sell stops on the break of the lows at 1981.3. Using current candle stops for like 15 pips only.
Safe to say stop loss at 1983.
Yeah, perfect.
I was gonna argue there that maybe if we have a pretty big stop loss above the swing high, then we could use a 15 pip as management. But I think it makes sense to just try and be in and out here.
Yeah, definitely a safer stop would be above there for 45 pips. And that's probably normally what I would look at. But like I say, the idea here is we've got volume. And on the break of previous 4-hour lows, I'm anticipating that volume to continue pushing. And obviously not waiting for a closure. That's why it's called an impulse entry. Can obviously be a riskier entry. So just to keep the losses small, you know, I think it makes sense to have it above these highs. If we were maybe waiting for the closure, I think I would do the safer stops. But the thing is here, if we just get tapped in and reject this area, come back very quickly, rather just get out with a small loss.
No, I definitely do agree.
Previous 15-minute stop, yes sir. Well, current 15 right now. If we do break above, if this candle breaks its own high and pushes up a little bit higher, that's fine. I can just adjust my stop loss level and adjust the risk based on however high we push up.
Here comes the volume.
Lots of volume. So hopefully this volume continues once you break previous 4-hour lows.
Yeah.
Pretty volatile, eh?
Yeah. Getting jumpy volatile now.
Gold's volume is taken off the NICU this morning.
And you wonder why we every now and then throw a comment out at you. Hey.
I'm retaliating, yeah. Don't act like I'm the instigator.
Have your moment, Jared. It's okay, bro. I'm gonna give it to you.
Okay, looks like we...
Thank you.
Yes.
Jeez, I don't know.
Looks like we... Before you finish your sentence,
it's flipped back bullish. The thing is, this is like, it looks crazy, but I mean,
It's not.
it's only like,
It's like 10 per.
it's nothing.
I
Well,
got
it's super volatile.
I
We now just moved 6 pips.
I got missed there by a pip. Eh?
um,
Literally a pip. It came down to 81.4 for me.
mine was about a pip and a half.
Yeah, mine was also 81.41. Yes, yeah. This thing's getting excited.
It's so jumpy.
I hate when it's jumpy, bro. I don't mind volatility, but when it's jumpy like this, I don't like it. Because this is normally when you get wicked out for no reason when you're in a trade, dude.
Yeah, if we break the current candle high, current 15-minute high, that's 82.8, I'll delete the buy stops here. I mean the sell stops. Just tapped it.
You don't think it's worth just waiting to see how the 30 closes gone?
I was gonna ask, don't you think it's wait for stop loss break?
Well, what I'll do is on the 30, I'll have the same trade idea anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's, yeah, like I said, with the impulse entry, not waiting for a closure. The idea is with this volume to continue once we break previous 4-hour lows.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could obviously delete your sell stop here as the new 30-minute candle opens. And I probably will end up deleting it based off the 15-minute. So yeah, 15 minutes breaking its own high. So I'll delete here. I haven't deleted yet. Let's give it a second.
When it breaks my stop loss, I'm gonna delete con. That's my plan,
Yeah.
because I mean it's to the high of the 15. I mean, you know.
It would really be nice if we could respect that stop loss and then close bearish here.
It's like
If you're just
30
looking
is
at
busy.
structure, you've made new lows here on the 5 minutes. Just looking at this most recent price action, and you've retested the support at 1982. Jeez, it's just
What is
so
our
jumpy.
stop loss? 83 flat.
83.
But if you want to feel a bit more comfortable, they could put it at 2050.
2015. Okay. Thank you.
50. But keep the
50.
same lot size.
Oh, sharp dude.
No worries, bro. I'm here to protect your capital.
I appreciate it, bro. Always the best advice.
Thank you. Thank you. Stayed up all night thinking about it.
Only a night, bro. Sounds like
Okay,
a
so
week
here
still.
comes the volume. My stop loss, I'm going to just adjust it by about 2-3 pips. Just based off the fact that we created a steeper top wick. So I'm obviously just accounting for spread there. So I'll have my stop loss at 83.3. Yeah, we're a bit all over the place here. So we
Just
close
sort
bullish
of
on the
in
15 minutes. If we break previous 15-minute highs, I'm going to delete and call it a day. That's how GJ closed. 30-minute on GJ closed back below resistance. Don't like that. So it would have paid to wait there for the 15-minute. Look at the 15. Closed bearish, rejecting that level. No bottom wick on the 15, but that's super tough. Obviously you formed support, which is nice. You could definitely continue moving up, but I don't like it. I don't feel like I've missed anything here on GJ. And I don't see anything that I would take right now. $20.15 is a decent stop loss. Just make sure you hold till 0. Guys sound like crypto traders.
That sounds like Jared's cock influence.
No, that's me, 100%.
You know,
You
my
should come
broker, we
in.
never broke the previous 15-minute highs.
Yeah, not a man. Oh, no, not a man. Bro. I don't know, bro. It's weird because I try to figure out that daily low. It doesn't make sense, man. It fucking doesn't add up, bro. And maybe I'm being stupid, so that's why I didn't say anything. Because this level you find to the left.
79.
Okay, and go look at the low. Go look at the daily low on TradingView.
Yeah, it never even went that low.
It doesn't
My
add up, bro.
My daily low
What is
is
your-
1980.65.
Our daily lows don't have a bottom wick, Jared. Our broker don't have bottom wick on a daily.
No, I got 1980.75, call it.
Yeah, we've got ours has no bottom wick at 79 basically.
Mm.
I don't know.
But I mean,
Yeah, the
regardless,
candles closer to the end of the day look very different.
Yeah, if you look at the 15-minute by your broker, bro, just look all the way left to where there's that no bottom wick candle. And then look at the 15-minute there at that same structure on TradingView.
Yeah.
Look how dumb that whole setup of candles are. Do you see? It doesn't add up, dude.
I think it was just it was probably spread and market open. It was probably just the spread opening up.
I don't know.
Yeah, this candle here actually had no top wick at market open on Orlando, so this probably gapped down for a bit, came back. That's weird. But I think it must be the spread.
I don't know, it hurt my brain a little bit, so I just left it.
I'm also getting a headache thinking about it.
Fuck it, dude. God's gonna just put us in a trade quick, so we'll focus on that.
Jared, please shut up in chat.
Sorry, I had to.
So is the community ready, bro? We're dropping 10 lots now at the same time, all of us.
Man said bar and gave targets and everything, and then said he's not in a trade. That just says a lot. That says a lot. Like, never trust anyone who comes into a chat and calls out trades.
Then you know that's like
Then,
that's like
yeah, man is literally admitting he's not taking the trade himself, but he will shout out random trades.
that's like 101, bro. When you go to a stream and there's traders trading live, bro, whatever they do, you say the opposite and you throw a random number that's close-ish. So when it works out, you can badmouth them. If it doesn't work out, just leave the chat. That's like the motto of going into live chats, dude.
That's actually what they do. That is so true.
I did
Oh, you know this, Connor. This is the motto, bro. That's how you go.
no.
Yes, I'm waiting for
No, he's waiting
1994
for
for
us.
sale.
What the fuck are you saying, bro?
Oh, dude. No, but it fucking weirds me, bro. Like how? Okay, he comes in. He's like, buy now till 1984. It drops right now. I wasn't in that trade, and then we're like, you know, okay. And then he's like, yo, I'm actually waiting for this to sell. Like, fuck off. I'm sorry for my language, but
74 for bar.
now
that's rough.
he's waiting.
You is not, my friend. Yes,
Please
man.
don't kick him.
Damn
This
it.
is just
Leave
entertainment.
Okay,
Yeah,
right,
no,
let's
have it.
just he's furniture now.
Our
Connor
cues
is
don't go
shit.
this low, Jared. You're hurting my head, bro. Leave him. Leave him. Leave him. I can't drop more of my
Yeah.
level to that. Yes.
No, dude, and I heard a 2000 is hedging, bro.
I give up
2000 is a key
Yes.
level, bro. You could buy or sell from
Yeah.
that level. May as well do both.
Yeah. And he was born in 2002, so that's where he's going break even. Away. Sorted, my friend. I can sort.
Alright, so yeah, previous 30-minute obviously nice and bearish there with the wick to fill. But overall still in the range. But at least we've still got nice volume here. And basically breaking previous 30-minute lows. We can anticipate some more volume to fill this minor range. And then look, I mean, in terms of targets, $19.77. $19.74, $19.70. Plenty of options here for targets. I think 1977 is where I'll take off the majority of my position and then leave runners. Because we are seeing that dollar demand step back in. And if we do get breaks below 1970, look, I don't want to trade on hope, but if we break below 1970 and you're holding runners, even a 10% runner, you're gonna have a very, very nice position here. And these are ideas that I've been looking at for some time. So like I say, with that demand coming back into the dollar, we're seeing gold turn more bearish on the daily time frame. If we can get into positions here to the downside, why not look to have runners? But definitely look to secure on the way down.
Are we deleting bar stops, man? Sell stops.
Yeah, previous 15-minute highs in.
We broke stop loss out as well. If you're including spread.
Not quite. 2 pips from stops. Let's see how the 5-minute closes. Previous 5 was bearish. So if this 5 is closing bullish, then I'll just delete. Or if we break the high again.
What did you change your stop to?
Definitely would have been tough there for bars. 83.3.
Oh, okay.
Gar. South African. Oh, Gar. How do you pronounce boot? Like that.
Hey, listen, but this shit about my Angola guy.
No, fuck me. I'm muting myself again.
Yeah, look, GJ would have been tough. Very tough to take anything there. You just ranging gold. That volume has been short-lived. You're not breaking below that consolidation zone. 5-minute close bullish there. So I'm gonna delete my sell stops. Sell stops have been deleted. And I'm gonna call it a day, yeah. Watch it run down.
Okay, sell stops back in. Okay, now I'm deleting.
Yeah.
Okay, no, wait. Sell stops? Maybe? Let's be indecisive for once, Connor. Let's just
Okay,
go
let's
in
see how the
between up and
15-minute candle closes in 4 minutes. I think that will be more than fair. If that 15-minute is closing bullish, then I know that I made a good call to end the day. But if we close like an engulfing bearish candle, I'll probably look at the sell stops again. But I mean, right now the thing is like volume has kind of died out here. You can see a nice strong bearish 15 like this. Then
Jeez.
you could maybe anticipate it to continue moving down and down. But FOMC tomorrow, look, I don't know if we're going to get the volume here. London Open came in very nicely there with some volume. And I believe if we do break this area 1981, that we could see that volume continue down to 1980, 1977. So yeah, let's just see how the 15 closes. Absolutely cock today. Super cock, but
Bradley, no. Leave him.
I don't like Bradley's though.
you don't like Bradley's plural.
Yeah, just people with the name Bradley, I don't like them. No, wait. Your mate Bradley's alright. Hein, I think it is.
Oh yeah,
What is
You
it?
can't.
yeah, it is.
You can't stereotype like that, Sneaky.
Don't give a fuck. The Bradley that should be here to hear me say that is here. Okay.
You're
Let me eat my
Oh,
words.
goodness. This is not sponsored.
You're a scammer.
Monster Money does not. It's not
Man,
a count
Connor.
for what Nico and Connor just said.
Dudes leave South Africa
Connor.
to go to the UK and become scammers, bro. What's up with you?
Oh.
Yes, sis, I'm fucking keeping it low and down and not saying shit. Connor, straight down the fucking call. Take it. Boom. Okay, Connor.
I've been listening to too much show. Yeah, nah.
You might as well read his ID number to the people.
Fuck. Oh.
Guys, I'm gonna call it a day.
You're gonna wait 2 more minutes.
Oh
bro.
my days.
Yo.
And then it goes in and goes the previous candle. 1 minute. May as well just see how it closes, right?
What is this indecisiveness I'm hearing, Connor?
No, it's just like I like to keep the stream short, but this is the setup that I was looking for. If it's still valid, it's still valid. And if it plays out when I walk away, then I'm gonna kill time. We're still very early into London session, yeah. So we'll just see how this candle closes. Dollar's pushing down now, which I don't like. Stop drawing, Connor. Good on, Tom.
Oh, dude, Comet Tom really made me laugh last week. Eh?
Oh, you're talking about my gold cells.
Yeah, that one trade. I heard Tom like that. I was like, ah. I was like, what?
Wait, what happened?
I don't-
Also tell me. In
I don't
Latin.
lie out of character. No, Nikki, you have to attend class to know what's going on in class. You
When
can't
was
be
the
playing
class?
golf and missing lectures.
Do you guys have a thing Sunday?
Nah, I'm raving. Pardon?
Mm-mm.
Was there a thing Sunday?
No, there wasn't a thing Sunday, but we uploaded to the Patreon. There's 2 new videos: April's monthly review, and then obviously the high time frame
Yeah,
outlook.
no. If you guys had another one Sunday, that's what I was asking. I was gonna
Oh,
say, there's
no.
no way you shit about that.
Okay, chat. So I'm gonna
No.
have the same sell stops in here at 1981.3. Stop loss above the previous 15-minute high, or about 20 pips at 1983.3. By the time I get this typed out, we'll probably be in.
No, just put that thing, the short position, so guys can see.
You wouldn't catch me at any party, Tom. Whether it be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, any day. Whether it's alcohol, I am not so.
That's one thing I've actually taken from the MCon now. Completely stopping drinking.
Yeah, it's cuck.
Alcohol is a very abusive substance, dude. Weed and stuff is completely different, but that's a story for another day.
You tried crack.
Goodness gracious me.
Now that's an abusive substance.
The
Now,
way you
obviously
said it,
raving.
Jesus.
We're so casual.
Oh,
Okay, chat.
Yes.
Sell stops have been activated. Holy fuck, sorry. I slipped here.
Yo. You also got slipped badly, Akon.
Bad.
Yeah, like too bad it is right now.
Fuck. I slipped like 8 pips.
What the fuck?
Okay, well, chat, sell stops have been activated, yeah. Lots of volume on the break of those lows. That was the idea. Idea wasn't to get slipped. But yeah. So with my slippage, my stop loss is about 26 pips.
because we used that other guy's liquidity. That's the problem, right? His order was so big.
Yesterday, bro.
Yeah, the
Nice
slippage is a
order got fucked. I'd rather get my entry slipped than my stop loss slipped.
Oh, true.
Bro, I just looked and I'm like, because I didn't see the move down and I just looked and I'm like, what? I'm in. But it looked kind of strange.
at the bottom of the candle, bro. Like, not like, because I was watching it as well, and then I saw him in, and I just saw my line. You know, when you like have your sell stop, and then where your entry goes off, it moves maybe. I just
Yeah.
saw that whole like red line on my phone just go to the bottom of the candle, bro. I was like, wow.
Chad, who else got slipped?
I think everybody got slipped there, bro. I even got slipped.
Right, how much do you get slipped, Jared?
Yeah, I got slipped by about 7 pips.
How does Tickmill deal with slippage, Connor?
I'm not sure. What do you mean?
Triple F usually cries when they get slippage.
Mhm.
No, I'm obviously joking.
Not really loving that rejection.
Not after how it happened. Managing point new high on 15, Connor.
Yeah, I definitely could look at that.
That's now.
I'm gonna wait to see how the 5-minute closes.
Cool. I used it as a managing point now.
What's your entry in slippage? 1980.55. See, I got slipped 7
Literally the
pips.
exact same as me, dude.
What do you know? Ron Cadone is a twin, eh?
That's his brother.
Yeah. Nico,
Hmm.
weren't we stumped about that? I think you sent me a video,
Yeah, bro.
or I sent you a video.
Yeah. You sent me a video and then we spoke about it. And we were like, it looks like a wish Ron can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I watched well, I checked a photo of, obviously, I think it's Gary Cotter. And then I'm
Yeah.
like, I didn't know it was Gary Cotter. And then I was like, oh, Grant Cardone is looking sick, eh?
Yeah, also, I was like, fuck, this man's gone old.
We said the
Yeah,
same
dude, I'm like, like, what happened to Grant? Man
thing.
is stressed at the moment.
Realist, that's not looking too great. Yo. No, we did the exact same thing you just did, Jared. They like the exact same thing.
It's like, shit, bro. Things must not be going well in the Cardone household. Dude, could you honestly imagine like walking through the mall in 20 years and then somebody comes up to you and like, jeez, you know, they call you your brother's name and they're like, you're not looking well, eh? What happened?
I'm stumped by that slippage.
Dude,
That's
that
like
was
something you
insane,
see
insane.
on news.
Yeah.
So Euro News at 11. I'm not too worried about this.
Some men are having heart pains now with over leveraging.
Your 15-minute created a steeper top wick. 5 tapped into that resistance area. We closed bullish there for support on the 5 minute. Not loving that. You want to manage risk. Obviously, now wouldn't be a bad time with the 5 minute closing bullish like that. But I've got my stop here above the current 30 minute candle, which is about to close in 4 minutes. As long as we're closing bearish, makes sense to potentially continue moving down here. I'll see how the 15 minute closes. If we close bullish on the 15, then I'll close full. We had quite an impulsive move down, and we haven't really had a major push up just yet. So we could just be having a, after that impulsive move down, we've just retraced, forming resistance here on the low time frame. As you can see, we're having a few more orders before continuing down. That also gives me some confidence here. Dollar index is pumping. Pumping. So using this as confluence, dollar looking really nice and strong. Yeah, let's see if we can continue to move down here in gold.
Is your managing? Oh wait, you said if it closes bullish, you're closing full.
Yeah.
So you don't have a managing point at the 15 ha, obviously.
Not yet. No.
Okay.
The 5 looks really good there.
Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. If we could close, below 81, 81.4. We're gonna look real nice.
Yeah, like close underneath our original entries.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be fucking fantastic. Like that 8 pips that they just added to us just literally just like it changes the game a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it
Like
does.
now it makes like fuck, it's just cook.
Even if I hit full stop there, I think I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna write that off as business expense. You know what I mean? Like in the sense of, okay, cool. There's nothing that I could have done there differently that would have saved me those 8 pips, for example. So even though I take a bigger loss and spend, if it does go into a loss, I'm just gonna be like, cool. There's not much I can do there.
Yeah. Also, I took a. I'll tell you now because it's done. I also took a sell on the. When that first 15 came down so hard, on the low
Yeah.
break of that 15, you can sell there at 91.80, but it hit my stop loss because my stop loss was at 93.30, and when it pushed up like that, it did open spread enough to push me out. But it's a dynamic risk, like we would have done. That's what I spoke to you about, to get your opinion. But I don't want to say it. But it's played out now. It's done. So
So weird that we like back at entry, but in drawdown.
yeah.
I just want to put the position like at my slip position. You know, it's just gonna look weird. People are gonna be like, "What the hell? Why would you enter there?"
Yeah, but I mean, some people probably didn't get that, and that's where they're at, because that was, the signal was that type of thing. So.
Yeah, it's out of our control as well. Like, in terms of the signal, some days I'll get slipped, someone else doesn't get slipped. Some days someone else will get slipped, I won't get slipped.
But I think that should jump down a pip to close underneath that 81.30 or 81.40 level.
30-minute candle. Let's see. Kind of closed on that level. But obviously I said I would manage if the 15-minute closed bullish. We have closed bearish. Fortunately on that support, 5 minutes was nice and bearish there. Don't really want to see that downside move being engulfed. I don't want to see that previous 5-minute high being broken. When you watch your position go into profit, but you only at break even.
Connor, just look at your, go on the 30-minute on your phone, bro, on Tickmill. And then if you look at where it closed at, and you like your entry's not there, it should be. I feel so fucking stupid, bro. I feel like I sold it at the low. I got on FOMO and sold it. That's how it's making me feel fucked up. It needs to go past this point.
I think once we break previous 30-minute lows here, we'll be looking pretty good.
The level I'm just taking into consideration is 79.30 for the simple reason on our broker it's the daily low that has no bottom width for us.
Yeah,
So I'm just taking that into consideration. You know, so just because I know there's lots of different brokers and shit, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how we move into the support level. Look, it's like if I go break even there at that support, it's like 7 pips. So I'm just gonna see how we react to that level. Hopefully we can just see this volume continue, break through this level, and then maybe go break even once we actually break this flow. Gives you a little bit more range. And then we can target 1977, the lows here. 1977.
I think if you want to have two different evens, just top like slip break even and then just have a BE as well. So then the one's the original BE, the one's the slip BE. I mean, you know, like some people got slip, some didn't. Both are there. You know what I mean? And I mean, if some people don't understand what slipped is, then it doesn't even apply to them. So
I'm just gonna focus on managing this one position. Because even still, like a 15 pip break even point is quite min.
But does stop loss go to 81.30 as break even? Or where are we at now, Connor?
Huh?
Does stop loss go to 81.30 or does it go to far for break even?
Oh shit, nah, I'll move it to break even. Once we break below 1979.5. That's a good question though. Fuck knows.
I wasn't fucking know, bro,
like,
because you take
you
but it's a
just
BE, but justice.
Days gold? What the fuck are you doing?
What?
Sorry, chat. This thing is going crazy.
You just
My
see gold.
broker broke that low. Oh no,
mine too.
Dude, I'm still at 1980.
Bro,
Dude.
mine went to 78.60, bro, and then jump back.
Yeah,
no, dude, I'm literally I haven't moved. That's I'm like, what? I'm literally sitting at 1980.
You have no bottom wick that just came in
low.
860, bro.
No,
dude,
I
gold
didn't
is
get
going
that,
wild.
What is happening on our broker, Connor?
No, but it jumped here too. Didn't it?
No,
It didn't, jump, bro. Look on trading views low, Connor. What in the fuck, bro?
No, ours was way bigger. Eh? Yeah,
bro, ours
it's
is at
78.6,
bro.
Did you have your eyes on the profit?
Crazy.
Did you guys have your eyes on the profit at that point?
No.
In my
I was
trading
looking at the candle. Yeah.
Hi, Connor. In
Hello?
my page, it is already went to 78.52.
78.52.
Yeah, that's more or less what ours did too. Yeah, it's the same as ours. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
78.5 to be exact. Yeah,
Oh,
No,
what
because the
That's
one
weird.
day, bro, the one day I was in a GJ bar. Connor, you and I were in the same bar. It was a
Mhm.
Friday afternoon, bro. And then we were in GJ bars, news came out, but we were in them from earlier, so it wasn't like one of those trades. And then on TradingView, I was still in the position, and then I check on Blueprint. Really, this wick went through my stop loss, but I was still in the position. And I'm like, but not by like a perp or two, like, dude, it went through, bro. And I'm like, no, man. And then I was like sitting there confused, like, what? How am I still in this position? And then, so that's what I want to know, if when it jumped like that, did you see your profit like go up? You know what I mean?
Nah.
Or was it just
Mm.
one of
I
those?
didn't
I didn't
see it.
look.
I don't know.
Just looking at the chart.
I think so.
Yeah, I was also just looking at the chart. I just saw the candle. That's it, and then the wick happened. Because instantly went back, and it was just a wick that's there. So
That is like a 12 pip difference. That's pretty big.
Mm.
break even. And watch it.
Yeah, we're moving into that break-even point. Okay, chat. So moving stop loss to entries here.
Confused now, Connor. What are we doing?
Close 50% as well.
Is a stop loss? Is the break even 81.30, Connor, or 80.5?
Closed 50% right here. Arguably at 24 pips, depending on if you got slipped or not. Break even point, chat, I would just move it to wherever my entry is. What a weird day in the market. Strange things. Seriously strange. I don't think I've ever seen that happen.
I've never seen.
Slippage.
Never. No, the way that
No.
candle just sparked down and broke. I've never seen that, dude.
Well, I
I've
don't
seen it
think I've
once
ever been
before,
slipped
but
7 pips in a normal like London session
Wow.
trade with no news, nothing.
Yeah.
And then that, what I saw there also, just hectic.
But last year I was in a position in London session, and then I saw this thing spike down, bro, and I was like, yo, okay, dude, I promise you, within a couple of seconds, dude, this thing was back like in drawdown. I was like, huh. I was like, this thing just moved like 40 pips like in no time, but also without news or anything. I was just like,
Wait, is
okay.
that break even hit?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got break even on this trade.
Yeah, stop loss is
But you
at
talk
entry,
about
but I haven't hit break even. So my actual entry with the slippage about 88.5. 55. If you wanted to give it more room, you could always have the stop loss at the initial entry, or even above the previous, for the current 30-minute high. Okay, there, I'm out of break even. What a day. What a strange day.
Fucking weird. Yeah, dude.
But maybe things are just illiquid. Let's say illiquid. Leading up to obviously big news later in the week, things are just in this range, getting funky. Funky stuff. I know there was some Euro news at 10, but this move came in like, when was it? 4 minutes past. And then the thing is, Tickmore dipped down to like 78.6.
Yeah,
So yeah, things are a bit all over the place here. A little bit sporadic. But anyway, good start to the week, I suppose. I think with slippage there, I've secured about 10 pips. 19 pips, sorry. Yeah, close at 78.8. So 19 pips to start the week. Guys, take it easy in these conditions. GJ is giving you very nice deeper pullbacks here. We'll just wait for now support to form. Get involved in the bars. Just be patient. Wait for it to set up. Don't rush into it. Keep in mind tomorrow is FOMC. Big day, big day. We do tend to see ranging leading up to these big days. Also NFP later in the week. All the more reason to just kind of expect to see ranging today. We saw some nice volume here in London session, but with nothing really happening in New York, just take it slow, take it easy. I see you do have Jolt's job openings. Maybe see how that data comes out, see if that could bring some volume. Otherwise, take it easy, guys. Reserve capital. Things are going to pick up, and it's going to be an amazing rest of the week. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Must we buy or sell at FOMC?
You should buy the mentor and become a member and then find out.
That's a good answer. I'll do a little bit of a quick FOMC thing tomorrow, but you can always just go back and watch the previous streams. I'm expecting similar things to happen. Alright, cheers guys. Cheers boys.
Gonna wait. Gone.
Oh wait, just hold on. I still got the stream sound on. Cheers guys.